Hey everybody, Judy Seeger here, back with the next part of our challenge. We are on day 6. You're on the home stretch, yay! And so today we're going to, just as you guys are coming in, we are going to do a review, make sure that everybody's on track, see if you guys have any questions, see how the challenge is going, right? The big deal here is that as you're doing the challenge, you're including as much as you possibly can each and every day. So day 6 is basically a repeat of day 5, right? So yesterday I talked about colon cleansing using the coffee enema or the Kalima board, and then the liver cleanse. So let's make sure that you guys are on track. Make sure that the challenge is going in the direction that you want it to go, which means that you're going to get some noticeable improvement. So as you can see, we're outside of the bathroom. I get tired of being in the bathroom. Hey, good morning, come on in. And I wanted to just chit chat with you guys a little bit here. Hey, so tell me how the challenge is going, and then we're going to review as well. If you have any challenges, like, you know, what's going on, talk to me, right? I want to know, are you doing the therapies each and every day? Are you doing just one? Tell me what you're doing so I could find out what's going on. So first things first, what do? You wake up in the morning, you're having your lemon water. Are you doing the lemon water? That's about the easiest, right? I mean, I also have my water here, and I add my, actually I have my lemon water first thing in the morning. I'm going to do what you guys are doing. I do this on a daily basis, actually. A lot of the things I tell you, not everything, of course, but most of it. And so the water and the lemon is the most important. And then, of course, you have your water with your lemon that you sip on all day long. So by putting it in a glass jar, you can make sure that you're done for the day, that you've had your quart of lemon water. During the challenge, it's super important to keep your liver going and making sure that that stays open and digesting and detoxifying in a very mild, non-stressful way. And then the next thing, of course, is that you're doing the dry skin brushing 5 or 10 minutes, right? So are you doing that? I just feel so good in the morning. Like, I love doing my back especially, and scrub all over. It just circulates, gets the energy going, and it feels great. So hopefully you're doing that. And then the hydrotherapy, the hot and cold. Even if you do it once, it's better than none, okay? But it's better, of course, if you could do more of that, 3 times back and forth. So 3 minutes of hot and 1 minute of cold, right? And then the next one is the salt scrub. I mean, get that skin scrub so that you're getting the nutrients, you're circulating the blood, the lymphatic fluids, all that really makes a difference with the salt scrub. So are you doing that? And if not, why not? And what can I do to help you? Because that's a big deal. Okay, so here's just a tip. When you're doing it the next day, now you got the hang of it, you've been doing it for a few days, then it's just a matter of preparing your foods for the day. So again, this is the time to eat light. You don't want to, for sure, have dairy or meat products because they are super hard to digest. So usually I start out, in fact, I'm just finishing up. This is proof. This is not like I cut this just at the last minute just to brag. This is what I actually have. This is my Granny Smith green apple, and I finished most of it, and then I had to scramble to get ready for the video. So I have 1 piece left. So that's breakfast. And then having a green smoothie is always nice as well, to get your the nutrients. Your spirulina has, of course, the proteins. The almond milk or whatever plant-based milk you're using has the natural fats, so that satisfies you. I mean, like today I haven't put any almond butter on it, on the apple. Sometimes I put some almond butter on it, and that is very satisfying, plus the shake. But today, because of the cleanse, no. And so then prepare your stuff for the day. Like if you're gonna have vegetable soup, make sure you have your vegetable soup, vegetable broth. Make sure you have your vegetables all lined up. If not, run out and get some broccoli, whatever. I got a broccoli slaw, which is broccoli, carrots, cabbage sliced up. They sell them in bags, and I just made a very easy, natural kind of coleslaw with some vinegar and some balsamic vinegar and some seasonings and whatnot, and it's lovely. So to have that, it's very quick and easy, 10 minutes and you're done, right? And then you also want to, after you prepare, do a little bit of stretching and movement. I haven't been mentioning that, but it's a great idea if you could do some stretching. I'm going to emphasize more of the resting in the 7-day challenge, because 9 times out of 10 I find people are go, 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 and they're not taking some time to relax. So yes, you could move, you could do some stretching, some deep breathing. Yes, you could do some walking. Here in Florida, it's a beautiful sunny day. In fact, I have the door open. The birds are kind of quiet, which is surprising. They're making so much noise I can't talk. But I like to go for a walk on the beach. This afternoon, that's one of my deals, or go to the gym and do a nice light workout. During a 7-day challenge, it's not key to work out super hard, but just maybe enough to get your heart rate going, get a little bit of sweat going, that kind of stuff, right? And then the other thing is that other than exercise, you prepare your foods. And hey, come on in. We're just continuing on with our day 6 of our challenge and reviewing some things. So walking, stretching are great to do. Some deep breathing exercises, and the thing is, I learned from one of the functional medicine doctors I interviewed not too long ago. He made a very good point. He said, because I asked him what's the best exercise and what's the best diet plan and whatever. But exercise, he said, the very best thing you can do for your body is to follow nature and follow the animals. And I'm like, what do you mean by follow? He says, when have you seen a lion going down the road and doing exercise? Or when have you seen, they just, the dogs do, but that's wild animals? No. He said, no, but listen, what the animals do a lot is stretching. Even birds, they stretch their wings and they stretch their little legs. Oh, thanks for the heart. Good morning. Thank you so much. Stretching their wings, their little legs and all that, and their neck, everything is stretched. And that's a great point. He said all animals stretch a lot. And it's really important to stretch, because that actually, as you're stretching, gets the lymph nodes squeezing to get the lymphatic fluid moving, and it's easy to do. So if you're sitting at the computer like I am all day long, it's real important to, just stretch and move your body and get things going. Do some deep breathing exercises, that kind of stuff. It really helps to get things flowing. You don't want to stay in one spot at all times. So everybody emphasizes, going for that half-hour exercise, but he made a great point. Stretching throughout the day is very, very important. Okay, so other than that, the next part of the challenge, of course, is the evening when you come home, or at the end of the day. I know some of you are still working, some of you are not, but at any rate, at the end of the day, it's a great idea. That's when you do your detox bath. We talked about using the Epsom salt, sea salt, baking soda. 2 cups each is great. If you want to ramp it up, especially if you have cancer right now, or have gone through your chemo and looking for detoxing, you could actually ramp it up to 3 cups, 4 cups, however many cups you want of each. Baking soda, sea salt, and baking soda, Epsom salt, sea salt. Got to say them in order, otherwise I forget. The Epsom salt relaxes you. The baking soda neutralizes your pH, and the sea salt, of course, helps to draw the toxins, right? We talked about that. So 20 minutes to 30 minutes of bath time, and then doing your coffee enema, or you could use your Klima board like I have. Either way, get that coffee enema done. That is a huge part of the healing. I just read somewhere on Facebook last night about somebody who'd been doing coffee enemas for 2 years. And remember, I mentioned people who do these daily, day in, day out. And yes, of course, coffee enema helps to stimulate the liver, but my goodness, I would not want to be attached to a coffee enema every day. Like, that's, yeah, I can't even imagine that. And sure enough, they were saying, yeah, I feel good. And that's because they have nothing to stimulate the liver, right? So you could use herbs, you could use foods, beets, lemons, all the things I have on the food list are all super important to help cleanse the liver. And you don't need to be on that coffee enema every day, my friends. I mean, if you're doing a cleanse and you're staying somewhere, maybe at a clinic or a spa, and you're doing it every day for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah, okay, I can maybe see that. But every single day for 2 years, my goodness, that's a lot. But she was bragging because she was saying how great she felt. And I'm like, great, that I'm happy for you. But I just don't see that the body's kicking in. And when do you ever get off the thing, right? That's like a baby with a pacifier. My goodness, I can't imagine. All right, so coffee enema, and then the last thing, of course, is the liver flush drink. So drinking the liver flush drink at night, I showed you how to make it yesterday. Make sure you're taking that. And so you're repeating that whole process, right? Making sure that you're repeating the whole process throughout the day, morning and then night. Can you switch it up? Yes. Can you do less? Yes. Can you do more? Yes. It's all yes today. You could do all of that. But talk to me if you have anything specific. Now, I do have somebody here says the new thing that I've incorporated is the sea salt scrub. And I love it. Great. I dry fast until 1 or 2 p.m. so I don't drink lemon water until then. Dry fasting, it's interesting. I have somebody actually in this group who is doing a water fast. Water fasts are good as long as you're doing the therapies along with it. So dry fasting meaning you're not having any liquid in the morning. I've tried many different fasts, many different detoxes, not only on myself, and on thousands of people in the clinic. And I have found that morning, like I said, is the time where you really need to flush your system out. Now, I understand the purpose of the dry fast where you're trying to allow your body to do its thing, where it's detoxing and all that, and I get that. And I tried it in my personal clinical experience. I've not seen it to work on a lot of people. I have found that a lot of people end up not getting the results that I wish I had seen in other people who have done it the way I told them. So I've tried different protocols, but again, you try it, let me know how it goes. I'm just saying clinically that it's best to have that big glass of water with lemon in the morning overall, right? That's just the way I've seen it clinically. But let me know your results. I never put anything down because maybe it'll work for you. Maybe you'll be the one that's like, hey, I got great results. And how do you tell? Remember, your energy goes up, you sleep better, you have better bowel movements. That's your barometer, okay? So if your energy goes up, you're sleeping better, and your bowel movements are better, you know that, hey, that did work, right? And let me know how that goes. And so that's the thing, you know, if you want to try water fasting, dry fasting, any kind of thing that you're doing to help the detox is excellent, but you make sure you're doing therapies with it. The therapies are the ones that I just can't, I have not been able to see results without the therapy. So many practitioners say take supplements and drink this drink and all that stuff. And I'm like, I did all that many, many years. I mean, we're not talking like, you know, I did a 6-month challenge. No, I've been doing this for 30 years, trying all these different things. And I have just found that incorporating the therapies that I'm mentioning here, as you can see, they're not hard to do. They're not expensive to do. You just have to be consistent. This is why we're doing the challenge, right? So do the challenges today. Let me know how it goes. And then let's talk a little bit about what your results are. I would love to hear. Is your energy getting better? You notice a difference in your skin? Are you sleeping better? Your bowel movement is better? You know, those are really the 3 barometers that I like to see. And when we see them, then we know that there's some